Hello and welcome back to Guardians of Parna, episode 6, where we are continuing our story of these band of adventurers who have been pulled together by fate and are currently going through their trials to become the Guardians of Parna. Where we left off last week, the Guardians are continuing in their second trial. They are to meet with a Tokar Wallow, one of the rulers of the city, and ended up in a bit of trouble with some guards and some battling bards, and did eventually make their way to the Tower District in the middle of the city, only though to let some guards go who recognized Chad from his previous experiences, and thus, upon entering the district, had to try and dart away from them, but ended up trapping them in the back pantry of a fine dining restaurant, where they slayed another batch of guards. And that is kind of where we are at. So you've just slayed the guards, and you just did the final blow. So you may now do as you wish.
I want to start chucking bodies into the pit.
Okay.
Beowulf wants to loot the guy next to him.
You already did.
Oh, well then.
Boom. When I checked the other Cappy's home, for whatever reason, it didn't save the loot I got from him. You said it was a gold-lined, like, ornate. What set of gear was it? Iron plate? What?
Oh, his what did you take?
His armor. You said it was like almost like it was gilded, and it had like little gold ornates.
Has gold trim.
Yeah, but what kind of armor was it?
I don't think I said. Should be plate.
Okay.
And X, if you needed the crossbow or something for me, let me know.
Oh yeah, we were gonna toss a crossbow my way.
Okay.
Okay.
Just hand crossbow.
So you guys take. I mean, it doesn't take you very long if you all kind of work together to loot and dump the bodies, and they'll easily all fit into the pit outside of the door.
X, you're up. Throw a patch.
Yep, I'll take off the patch off of my wonderful robo useful items and drop that iron door down on top.
Okay, and as you do, you kind of place it where you want it, and it fits perfectly to the pit's, because it's 10 foot, it goes up to 10 foot, and so it takes up the entire pit, almost, seals perfectly, fits right to it, and then hinges do appear on the one side, so it can be a working iron door.
Can we lock it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lock.
Okay.
Now there's just this random iron door in the middle of this alleyway no one ever
Dirt.
built.
Dirt.
Yeah, like just shove some dirt on top, just make it look good. Ask the dwarf, hey, you've done a little bit of masonry. Yeah, you want to make it a forever shut?
A little bit of hay.
I kick some dirt on top too.
A ranger could probably help disguise it.
Oh yeah.
Chill can just scrape some dirt onto it.
You can easily put dirt on it, but it's with what you have, it's still an iron door.
I
How much
still
is
just
it?
walk away like nothing happened.
Looks great. Let's go.
Yeah, just everybody walk out the alley and continue where we were going.
Like,
Okay.
we got an appointment we're running late for. My, look at the time on that sundial.
Okay, so you guys are just like, shh.
Yeah.
Okay. You do
Casually leaving. We're not trying to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
roll a stealth check, everybody.
The dwarf. Oh, the 20s already.
Don't worry, guys. I'm already rolling low.
I don't want to hear it.
The druid that can take many forms.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, noted. So you guys dart out the alley and start to look like you're on your business. You do kind of look to the front of the establishment, and you start to hear like patrons are spilling out, you know, and they're just kind of like going in random directions. You hear, you know, a couple of screams. As you leave the alley, you hear footsteps coming. You know, people are closing in on the situation. So which way are you heading?
Towards the middle tower.
Okay.
Before we do that, just wondering, so if everybody's going to be recognizing Chad, should we disguise him?
Bards have 2 disguises in a costume, or 2 costumes in a disguise, or something.
I'm super
Yeah, I've got
stealthy
2
right
costumes
now.
in
It's
the
okay.
disguise kit.
He's super sneaky.
I'm super
Well, at
stealthy
least
right
put on this fake mustache we have, or something.
now. I'll put my
A
helmet on.
dwarf
after
doesn't
this.
need fake
Well, just put
mustache.
glasses on.
I mean, I can dress him up like a woman.
Do it.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened.
You'd have a
He'd
nickel.
have, I'd say he'd have a nickel.
After this time, yeah.
What's a
Oh.
nickel?
Yeah, what's a nickel? I'd have a silver piece.
Okay, so you guys continue through the district, keeping your heads low and just barreling kind of towards the middle tower. You do pass a couple of guards that are heading to the incident, and they look to be not quite the guards that you just encountered. They have gold armor, completely gold, and they are going towards the screams. They go quickly, and you just kind of continue on. And after just a small bit of time, you do make your way to the base entrance of the middle gold tower.
Is this our marching order for walking around town from now on? Everybody's surrounding me.
That's just the order I put you in, but
Like a good plan, eh? You're short and you're in the middle?
I'll burst out like a tornado of blender.
so as you guys meet the base of the tower, there are a couple of gold guards, and there is a man in robes. And there's almost so there's like the main doors, and then to the side there's almost like this window cut out, and he is.
How high up is the window?
It's like a shop. It almost looks like a shop, storefront. And above it doesn't. I mean, there's some script, but it's up to you.
Take a look in the window then.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can go up to the window. There's a man, and he's got his, fine robes, and he's just looking through a couple of ledgers.
Excuse me?
Yes, hello.
We're here to see Tokarwala.
Do you have an appointment?
Not really, but we were sent here by Satine.
Oh,
Unexpected.
are you?
We're guardians.
Oh, yes, he's expecting you right away. And he kind of disappears from view, and you kind of shift your gaze over, and after just a moment, these gold doors on the base of the tower start to slowly open, and the man from the window comes around and meets you. Yes, right this way.
I'll follow him.
I'll follow her.
I'll follow Chad.
Barrel will linger in the back.
Okay. So you guys go through, and the guards that are there, they're, like the English guard that you've, seen. They are just staring off. They are making they're just kind of there to make sure nothing's trying to get in that shouldn't. So as you step through, yes, he's been expecting you very well. And I might ask, how is your training going?
Well, as you can see, I'm getting pretty swole here. It's going pretty good on my end.
It's going.
Ups and downs, you know how it goes.
I've had
Excellent.
better days.
I've made lots of money.
All right, excellent. And so you guys continue in further, and you can see, not everything is decked out in gold. That's more of an exterior, but everything is very lavish and ornate and nice. Lots of just decor. There's candles everywhere. It's very well lit. It takes you to another set of doors, which open, again guarded, but takes you and walks into this circular room and beckons you to continue.
Can I tell whether or not these guards look the same as the guards that we encountered before? Are these royal guards or a different level? Or
Make a perception check.
okay.
Yeah, they're trim and it's much different. This is definitely Royal Guard or Tower District Guard. But even the difference between the guards that passed you and the guards that stand here now, they just look very well decked out, and they are, almost just making sure their security. They're making sure nothing is hinky.
Awesome.
Are these guards like moving around willingly, or are they like statues and then they just don't like move at all?
Yeah, they're just statues staying right where they're at, unless needed.
Werewolf like go up to one of them and kind of like put his face up to theirs and kind of like make funny faces at him.
So you start to do that,
Yeah.
and then kind of catches you off guard, and he goes, "One of those." you start to back up, and then he just resumes his position.
All right, I'll continue on then.
Okay. So you guys enter into this circular room, and the doors shut behind you. And this man just kind of readies himself. I would be careful. And after a few moments, you seem to be on a platform that starts to move, and you feel your guys' selves going up, and the walls are moving down, and you are slowly just going up. And as you look up, there's this just very large tunnel, which you can somewhat see, because it's somewhat lit on the way up, but it takes you about 5 minutes until you get up to the top, and you're in this very, very nice chamber, and you look to one side, and you can see just a hallway with another set of doors, and you look behind you, and there's a few chairs, and it almost looks like this is kind of like a waiting room. So he steps off and continues down the hallway, and beckons for you to come. And as you do, you hear, and the platform starts to lower itself again. So you continue down the hallway until he stops you. Let me go and talk to him, and I will be back in a second. So he kind of disappears into the door, and you guys wait for about 5 minutes.
Can I like listen to see if I can pick up like any conversations or anything while we're waiting?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Beowulf kind of nudges
I
Chitter.
don't know why it's rolling twice, but that's a 5.
Okay.
Beowulf kind of nudges Chitter and was like, hey, and whispers like, hey, we can probably take some expensive stuff while we're here.
You see those guards outside? They're kind of bigger than me.
I mean, you kind of put your ear up to the door signees, and you can't really hear anything. You do get muffled voices, but they're talking You hear talking. I mean, there's not a lot of tonal changes, and you can't really make anything out because it's a very thick door.
Would I be able to tell how many voices there are? Is it just the two of them, or
You just kind of hear murmuring.
okay?
Read a magazine.
So you guys continue, and then you can hear the footsteps coming, though, so you can kind of back up so you're not, caught, and the opens again slowly. And he motions you in, so you guys walk in, and as you walk in, it's a very nice chamber. There's almost like, I don't want to call it a pit because it's not a pit, but it's like an indentation. So it's just kind of like, you step down, and there's, kind of. It's not, like sheer drop, but there's just like a little ledge, and there's very nice tile. There's candles set up with a window to the one side, and you guys can see, towards the center, there is a very, very big desk and a very nice throne. It's not like a sitting throne, but it's like a very, plush office chair. And then, it's a circular room, but you can see bookshelves that line the non-windowed side. And sitting in the chair, you can see a man. He appears to be human. He has slick black hair and a goatee, mid-30s. And he stands up as you guys enter, and he goes, "The Guardians!"
Hey.
Beryl kind of does like an awkward wave as he like kind of looks around the room for like expensive stuff.
So you're looking for things?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check. I mean, you can see. So there's the bookshelves, which look very, well lined with books, and there's a couple of pedestals also that you can see that have artifacts or different kinds of trophies and they're kind of peppered around the room. And then the desk has a bunch of ledgers, paper, and various items.
Are you Tokar Wallow?
I am Tokar Wallow.
We heard you might have a mission for us.
The man that was helping you guys out starts to back around behind you and shuts the door. So it is you guys and the Tokar. Yes, it is. I am very used to the traditions of the Guardians, and since taking up this position, I've been eagerly awaiting, hopefully, another set of Guardians that I can learn from and be acquainted with.
What can you tell us that could help us in our journey?
Well, I do have something for you. I talked with Satine a few months ago, and he told me the Guardians would be coming, and so we set up the date, and I've been awaiting your arrival.
What do you have for us?
Well, it's interesting you would ask. Are you aware of the Beast issue?
Oh, you mean, no, that's just Beowulf. He's with us. That's fine.
No, I mean in Caloriga.
This is not about the dragon,
Tractyl,
is it?
Phaemax, and Gargan?
He looks confused. No, I wasn't aware they had names. No, I'm talking about just the number of beasts in the wilderness that, travelers are no longer really welcome because unless you've got a small army and a carriage, getting from place to place is quite difficult. There is the teleportation circles, but those can't take very many things at very many times.
I got here just fine.
Well, that is good for you, but some of the citizens that need to travel from place to place are being picked off, and
So you want them to hire us for us to escort them to where they're going? Sounds like good coin to be made.
no, not quite. It's not that easy.
Sure
Actually, but that's a lot of work, and I don't think that's really what you're looking for.
Coin? Coin's definitely what I'm looking for.
What do you have for us?
As this conversation's going on, Bearwolf starts looking at those pedestals that you mentioned earlier to find something that would probably be worth something.
Yeah, he's got one pedestal that's got this circular looking orb on it. A couple others have like a skull. Weirdly enough, there is another chalice down on the one end, and just various other things.
Bearwolf just starts slowly walking towards the chalice, but just not making it obvious, just kind of lingering.
Okay, he continues. Well, if it's coin that you're interested in, I'm sure I can make it worth your while. But no, I'm in need of some ambassadors. The Council of Thalendra is going to be meeting in 3 days, and I need a few to travel to Stillwater, as our previous ambassador has currently gone ill, and we need
What do you mean gone ill?
I wouldn't say under the weather. He's not returning to his position.
He's dead?
I'm not sure.
Sure you are. He's your ambassador.
No, I really don't. I know that I need someone to go and represent Parna
How
at
do you
this
know
meeting.
you need somebody if you don't know what's wrong with him or where he's at?
I was told that he has gone ill and cannot make the journey.
So what happens if we go ill and cannot make the journey? Is this an occupational hazard we need to watch for?
It is my understanding if you don't complete your trials, then you do not become guardians.
That's the least of my concern at this moment.
If you're asking if you will be in harm's way by taking on this position, I know of nothing other than traveling to Stillwater that would impede you.
How far is Stillwater from here?
Well, just a second. And he kind of rummages. He rumbles and rummages through his drawers, and he pulls out a map, and he sets it down, and I'm going to put it into your inventories.
As he was rummaging through the papers, Bearwolf's gonna swipe the chalice while he's not looking.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
You finally did a thing.
I know.
So in your handouts, you should all see a map of the kingdom.
It's a map. It's a map.
The one that I already had.
The one that you already have.
I know where Stillwater is.
I've been to Stillwater.
Oh.
Okay. You pocket the chalice.
Is it just a gold chalice?
No, it is made of platinum, and it has lots of jewels encrusted in it.
What a roll, what a roll. Good.
As representatives of Parna, what do we need to know?
As representatives of Parna, I would ask you to go and meet the Council of Thalendra and keep our best in mind. I know that there will be looking for solutions to this beast issue, and it would be quite best if Parna, being in the north, could just... We haven't been well represented in the past, as we're not the most central in the kingdom, and thus we tend to be forgotten. Being behind the Riverside Mountains and the Varney Hills, not many come. We do get our fair share of people, but people tend not to remember us.
You want us to go there, make lots of noise, make sure our voices are heard, and that Parna's not left out.
And hopefully you can bring up this Gargan and Tractyl that you mentioned.
What is our goal? Are we trying to convince someone of something, or just trying to make our voice heard?
I would make our voice heard, and any input that you can have to help the kingdom overall at the hand of Parna would be much appreciated.
We're on it.
Yeah, guys, if we make a good impression as guardians, if we take down some monsters or something, it's good for our reputation.
Will Alborn White Star be in on the meetings?
Usually, it just depends, but the Sovereign should be in attendance, yes.
Is anybody but ourselves making the trip? Are we having to escort any trade caravans or anything, since there may be issues lately?
No, right now your directive will be to go to Stillwater make sure you are there in 3 days' time.
So
3 days.
Nobody from Terraform or anybody else is going to come up and meet up with us. It's just going to be us. 3 days? 3 days? Yeah. 3 days. 3 days.
3 days, and it should just be yourselves.
All right. Are we going to go through the Barren Forest or around the Barren Forest?
That is up to you. I was going to give you enough gold to take Teleportation Circle there, if you are so inclined, just so that you can make the journey quickly and either have a few days, or you may...
No, definitely teleportation, so we don't have to fight all the way there, since we might have a verbal fight on our hand once we get there.
So I can...
Teleportation where, sorry? To the Barren Forest or to Stillwater?
Stillwater.
You should be
The
able
capital.
to find teleportation to Stillwater, but I would say you would need to find your own way back.
Do you happen to have any medicine? Because teleportation makes me a little queasy, and I just need something to ease my journey.
I'm sure there are many herbal remedies or places that you can find on the way.
You have anywhere to recommend?
I don't get out of the Tower District very often, so no, unfortunately.
Will your assistant be able to tell me more, seeing as he's probably one that probably goes out for you?
Raspit may be able to find something.
Okay.
All right, well, how much gold are we talking about does it cost to use teleportation?
All you will need is to take this. And he reaches down into his desk, not breaking gaze, but he reaches down and he puts up a gold coin. But this one is not like the gold coins you guys have seen before. This one definitely has the symbol of Parna on it. But you flip it over and it has a TW on it. That should be able to get you transportation and buy whatever you need to get. Now, when I say buy whatever you need, don't misunderstand me. That will pay for your teleportation and only your teleportation.
Will it pay for our teleportation back?
No, as they will collect it. You will need to find your own way back to Parna when you are concluded with the council.
Well, what if we had another one of those? Is it just as good in Stillwater as it is here?
I'm not quite sure.
Signies, you don't trust anybody else to carry the coin?
I was just at the front. I was just at the front of the room when we walked in. I was probably closest.
Squeak, squeak, jump up and grab it.
Beowulf can hold the coin.
No, Beowulf, no.
I don't want to freak out. My rat tends to freak people out.
Okay, so Zines gets the coin and is able to pocket it. If there is anything else that you will require, please let Raspit know. But if you can do this and return to me with any information, it would be much appreciated.
Before we leave, you said that there had been reports and instances of creatures and whatnot attacking the traveling folk. Do you have any more detailed information about what type of creatures were attacking?
I know that there are all kinds. As you may know, the barren forest always holds unsettling types, but it's different than that. There are beasts coming from the water, beasts on the land, beasts coming from the mountains, then increasingly more than we have seen.
I wonder what's drawing them out.
I would be
Well,
very
maybe if
interested
the
to
guards
find
weren't
it.
so busy attacking people on sight, they could,
Not
help
that we would
defend the
know
land.
anything about that. Where are the teleportation places?
Yes, you should be able to find them. There are two places. There is the one here in the Tower District that you are more than welcome to use if you are ready to go. There is also one south of town. You should be able to find it quite easily. If not, you could also ask the Keepers of Magic where they are located.
I'd say we use the one south of town in a couple of days' time so we can finish up our business here in town.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's some of our things that we've left.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, and we will definitely be interested in representing Parna.
Did you have something, Chad?
No, I was just saying.
Okay.
We have
2
we have
days.
to wait here for
3 days.
1 day, 5
3
for
days.
1 day,
It was 3 days.
3 days.
Yes. In 3 days. So silly. Anyways, thank you for your time and your efforts, and I look forward to seeing you soon. As you guys are wrapping up your conversation, you hear from the back, Graspete is opening the door and is waiting for you guys to exit.
Wait, what was that? I didn't catch that.
Raspete is at the back.
Well, Beowulf will go up to him and ask him about a herbal shop.
Let us exit, and I can tell you.
Alright.
So you guys, everybody's exiting, correct?
Yeah.
So you guys all exit and shut the door. You go back to the elevator, and you are on your way down. And you're asking about what exactly?
I need medicine for when we teleport because it tends to make my stomach a little jumbled up and sick.
What do you usually take? I'm not versed in these things.
Well, back when I was with my master, he kind of told me to tough it out, but I figured that there would be an herbal remedy shop that would help with such troubles. Seeing as teleportation is kind of common, and so I wouldn't be the only one to get sick from it.
I mean, not that I've heard of. You can always head to Potions Galore. They might have something. Other than that, I would just check with some of the arcane users in town. They might be able to whip up something for you.
All right.
Raspete, can you
Yes?
point us to a local herbalism shop? Just general herbs. Doesn't have to be anything that's pre-mixed, just spices, herbs.
Not in the Tower District. There may be something south of town, but I wouldn't know the name.
Okay, so just south. Okay.
So the elevator continues and comes to a halt, and Raspete ushers you guys and brings you to the front of the tower again.
Well, I guess we can go back to Teen's temple because we have beds there and everything, and we can wait out our time getting armor and things made for us.
Well, I need to go to Potions Galore, see if I can find
Maybe,
something.
you don't think maybe Satine would have something with all the resources? Maybe? Or he could maybe point you?
He could. He's been helpful in the past for other things. He'd check with him first and then probably go to this potion place if he does not. What time of the day is it right now?
It's pushing late afternoon.
It would, or probably by the time we walk back to the Teen's temple, then it would be like night or something. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be pushing dusk.
Okay.
I'm gonna just start heading towards the south, where Respite told me, where I might be able to find a shop.
I'll go along with you.
Is there anything else anyone else needs to buy in town?
I'm just
No, I'm
feeling anxious without kindness.
I can pick kindness up first thing in the morning.
That will be 3 days.
I'll see if I can ask the teen for something.
Okay. Chitter and X and Chad, what are you guys doing?
There's no reason not to go with the group, so.
Yeah.
Well, right now, I think Zines and Enna are going to an herbalist.
Yeah, I'll go back to Satine instead.
Okay. Same for you, X and Chad.
Yeah,
it's
I wouldn't mind getting off the streets for a while.
Okay.
I'll just tag along with Chad.
Okay. Being careful, the group to the over here, the bigger group. Being careful, you guys can find yourself a different way through the district and back home. Not going near the establishment that you destroyed earlier.
That
And
was
so
a
you-
different group. That wasn't us.
Right. Well, you can make your way around it nonetheless, and find your way back to the temple. Zinius, go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage, because Inna's looking with you.
15.
Yeah, you can find it easy enough. You guys start to kind of head down, and you do find one. It's not a very big place. Looks kind of like a in-home kind of shop, but you can enter in, and it's not your normal shop front. You go in, and there's kind of a table off to the side, and there's just this little old woman with this mortar and pestle, and she's just kind of crushing something.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was wondering, what kind of herbs do you have available here?
I've got different kinds of herbs. It depends on what you're looking for.
Well, where I come from, we use a lot of different things, so I don't know if you have the same from where I come from, but I'm just trying to find stuff that helps settle the stomach, stuff that can, when you're kind of feeling under the weather, kind of just give you that pep to your step, kind of.
Yes, I think the ginger root would do quite well as saffron, and just a dash of, she kind of just stops. She doesn't get any closer to you, but she kind of looks at you. Have you heard of the bark of a snaffron tree?
Would I have heard of the bark of a snaffron tree?
Roll a nature check.
17?
Yeah, and these come from around. They're not very indigenous, but they pop up in a couple of places, probably towards the south of the Sargon Forest. And the bark of this tree is heavily sought after because of how it can have boosting properties to certain people's health.
I have.
I have a bit of that as well.
Oh, I would love it if you could sell me some.
How much are you looking for?
What can you spare? I don't want to clear you out. I know how
No,
hard this stuff is to be
child, I have others looking right now. I have gatherers out. I can give you as much as you would need.
I don't want to be greedy. Just enough to make two concoctions out of it. I don't want to be greedy.
All right. And she kind of stands up and gets her cane from the wall and starts to move towards the other side of the house, where she's got another kind of table set up with some cupboards and such, and takes her a little bit, and she starts pulling things and measuring things out, taking things out of big jars and scooping them, and she comes over to you with a few pouches and a bundle of bark, and I believe this is what you're looking for.
And how much will this be?
Oh, just a simple 5 gold, child.
Okay. And I'll hand her 5 gold.
Thank you very, very much. I hope you find what you're looking for.
And what is your name, ma'am?
I am Margaret.
Margaret. Thank you. It's a pleasure doing business with you, and I will be back.
I would appreciate it. She's kind of
Do you also happen to have an herbalism kit for sale?
starts to hobble over. A kit? I haven't sold those for quite a while, but yes, I do. She starts to head back over to her cupboard and pulls one out, and it's it's a nice packaged bundle. It's got wrapped in cloth, and she brings it over to you. This will be about 6 gold by itself, though. I'm sorry.
How much silver equals a gold boom? I forget the conversion rate.
I think it's 10, so I think it'd be 60.
Okay, I'll hand her. I'm running low on gold, but here I do have silver, 60, and I'll hand her 60, the equivalent.
Oh, that will do just fine, just fine.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And she then starts to head back over to her chair and continue with her mortar. If you need anything, just stop by again.
I will, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And then did you need anything else?
Nope, I'm good. Just came to see stuff.
Okay, so you guys can leave Margaret's house, and you're gonna head back to Satine and the temple.
Yep.
Okay, you guys.
We'll buy some street meat for dinner along the way. Some meat on a stick.
Fantastic. The rest of you, does take you a little bit, but you find your way back to the temple, and you kind of can make your way to the quarters or wherever you would like to go. So where would you like to go?
Well, we're already back at Satine, so it's up to you two.
I know we'll be showing up later, since obviously they're probably going to get there before us. But
Yeah.
But when we get there, I want to go find Bearwolf.
Okay. The rest of you have a little bit of time before they return.
Since it's almost dinner, we'll go chill, see if maybe there's some kind of cafeteria dining system happening.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to serve dinner. There's a couple of people. There's a lot of studying going on, and they've got their books out, and they are kind of reading as they eat. Not a lot of conversation going on.
So there's a bunch of acolytes in the room at the moment?
If you're going to the cafeteria, yeah.
I think I'll go to Satine first and try to ask him about some medicine.
Okay. You can find him pretty easily. He's usually found well. He's either in the library or he's helping someone. Currently, he's helping kind of a younger student who's got a book open, and he kind of finishes up. That's why you want to be very careful with the books. Beowulf.
Hey, Satine. Do you have any medicine for upset stomachs after teleportation?
Teleportation is a very difficult thing. Where are you going?
Well, you see, how do you say his name?
Tokarwal.
Tokarwal wants us to go to Stillwater to represent Parna.
Ah, yes. And you're going to take teleportation?
Yeah, it's a quicker means of transportation and allows us to get to and from.
That it is. It is. Have you traveled before?
I would go with my master when I was younger through teleportation, and I'd always end up getting sick and vomiting for a little bit. It'd take me at least an hour or two to recover.
Well, I'm sure there are shops in the city that would supply you with herbal remedies. I'm not sure if we have any on hand. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I understand. I'll probably have to go look for something then.
All right. Is everyone doing all right?
Yeah, I mean, may have gotten to a little bit of a scuffle, but we're all good.
What kind of a scuffle, Beowulf?
Beowulf kind of plays dumb and just like, oh, you know, nothing much.
Make a deception check. All right, but if you do get into any trouble, please let me know.
Will do. Bye, Steen.
Goodbye, Beowulf. You can kind of get, leave and hobble off. X, Chad, Chitter, you guys doing anything before the others arrive?
Yeah, I'm going to go and inquire to see if anything new has come about of that vial of spectral dust.
Okay. Yeah. Make an investigation check if you're looking for the guy. He is still awake. Hasn't retired quite yet. And when you kind of come up to him, Zand Falcon.
Greetings, my dear friend. We had some mutual, I guess curiosity towards that vial of dust there. Has anything come about?
We were able to get it looked at properly, and it does appear that this did belong to a ghost, which I'm not sure if you know is an entity that will manifest itself either of another past soul or someone stays on this plane, and sometimes they try to find retribution for ill-gotten gains from their past life. And the fact that you encountered two was quite peculiar. From this dust, we could ascertain that, not much else. But I do appreciate you giving it to us.
Does it have a worth, maybe as a ingredient for potions, concoctions, magic?
That's a very good idea. It very well might, but not for our purposes.
All right. Well, if you're finished with it, then I'd like to have it back.
Yeah, he kind of gives it back over to you, and it looks the same.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you were able to check into it, and I'll let you know if anything comes about from my end. And cheers. Have a good night.
Yes, good night.
And I'm just going to wander off and kind of squirrel away some food in my mouth and from wherever I can find it, and then go off to the room.
Eventually Enna and Zynes, you guys show up. Zynes, you can make your way to Beowulf, who's in the cafeteria.
Beowulf, can we go talk somewhere privately, please?
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll guess we'll just lead off to one of our rooms.
Okay.
I have a proposition for you.
Yes.
Sorry, I just laughing at Gabby's eyebrow motion there.
Oh, check wow. Proposition, eh?
You have something I need, and I potentially have something that you need.
What do you need?
I need to borrow your magic.
Oh, okay.
But in return, I will make it worth your while. In return, I can make you the medicine that you need.
Okay. What do you need my magic for?
It's for the staff that It's for the staff that we acquired when we were in the tunnel.
Oh,
The staff.
Oh, you need me to help charge it?
Yes.
As used most of it?
Yes.
No, I can do that. It's no problem.
Then I can make you the medicine that you need.
Alright, yeah, just hand me... hand me...
I can't hand it to you. You have to essentially... I have to hold it, and then you have to cast your spell at me.
Okay.
Essentially, you have... I'm just dying because of X's cam right now. Can't even take this serious right now.
I'm gonna be in the cafeteria just eating meal after meal after meal. I'll squirrel some away for later, but that's what I'm doing.
Can I say
Okay.
that to you?
I'm in the cafeteria drinking wine.
All right.
I'll say
Yeah.
Chad, me and Squeak are chill.
And so yeah, and then I need you to do it twice.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I just cast, or you need Witch Bolt, correct?
Yes.
Boom, should I roll for that, or do I just, like, do,
What are you casting at her?
Witch Bolt?
Does that have an attack roll?
Yeah, it does.
Then make an attack roll.
That would
Okay.
actually hit.
Okay. Yeah. So you cast Witch Bolt at Zines, and she puts up it's a rod, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So she puts up the rod, and the Witch Bolt goes into the rod. And as she holds it, the energy dissipates and seems to have captured the spell.
I wanted to cast it at a higher level, but it didn't allow me. Or I don't know how to do it.
When you click on it, it's supposed to ask you what level to cast it at.
Yeah, no, I'm clicking on it, it's just rolling it.
We'll look at that. We'll look at that on break.
Because as a warlock, I have to cast it at a 3rd level.
Right.
But yeah, but I cast it again.
Again, that would hit. So
it provides you your...
six
Sure.
charges.
Gotcha. Alright, and now, when will the medicine be ready?
I can have it ready for you by morning. I'll work on it tonight.
Sounds good. Barrel heads back off to the cafeteria because he was still really, really hungry.
Okay. Anybody got anything else they want to do before they go to sleep?
Killed Chafa.
I want to find that.
Oh, wait, I know.
Okay.
I want to find that acolyte that told me no to the silver goblet and brag about my newfound platinum goblet.
Roll investigation check.
Okay.
If you're like seeking him out to brag, you like look around, you go to the different places that you know he could be, the lounge or the study, this place, that place, this place, and you can't really find him.
All right, he gives up and just goes back, or starts to head back towards his room as it's getting late.
Okay.
Talk to Chad and say, well, I'm glad we're going to do something diplomatic. I'm tired of fighting all the time.
I'm much more diplomatic when I have kindness at my side.
Well, I hope this goes well, considering our group.
So yeah, when I get back to my room, I'll start working on the mixture.
Okay. And you do this by candlelight? Probably.
That, or I can light a torch in my room.
Okay. So as you spend the next couple of hours creating this, and you're just, working, going along with things, and the flame on your candle starts to a bit, and there's a small rushing wind in your room, and then the candle gets increasingly brighter, and you start to feel your vision fade from what you're doing, and so you drop your tools and you are almost thrust what feels like forward, even though you're still sitting, and you're on an open field, and you can see from a top-down perspective, it's you're there, you're older, and your friends are there, Chill's there, Inna and X and Bearwolf and Chitter and Chad, everyone's there, and you guys are fighting alongside each other, and you're fighting almost this endless wave of shadows, and you then watch as you take your hands and you see your other self almost put up this giant just wall of flame that just dissipates the shadows, and then your vision goes black, and you hear coming, just you feel this warmth throughout your body, and it's the same warmth that you felt when you were at your deciding. It comes back to your chest, and you hear this large quiet voice in your head that says, "Zynes, do not be afraid, child, for I will guide you in the affinity of fire, and I will be your comfort as you grow in your powers. Continue on this path that you currently seek, and when you find time, come and find me, find my temple, and I will aid you." And then the voice fades, and the warmth stays, and your vision comes back, and you're right back at your small desk. You continue making your herbs.
I'll probably work like a little faster, be like, kind of like when you have that rush of caffeine that kicks in, and you're like, yeah, you got that motivation, kind of like that. Be like, yeah, I can do this. I got this.
Yeah. The rest of you everyone finds a night's rest. So you're back to full hit points. You regain your hit dice, and your spells all come back. You wake up on the next day. You find breakfast. You guys find yourselves together with the day ahead of you.
First thing I'll do is go find Bearwolf to bring him the concoction.
Bearwolf will be back in the cafeteria eating, because that's what he likes to do.
Like X quaffs everything, you just quaff food.
Yeah. All right.
I know. Were you making him a potion?
So yeah, you can find him easily.
And then I'll hand him like a little pouch with the herbs that are pre-mixed and ground together and everything. You're like, this should do it.
All right, thank you. I just put it into my bag.
And then I'll sit down to eat as well. 'cause I'm feeling ravished after that.
Okay. The day is at your guys' disposal.
How many days was it for my armor to finish? Was it 1 or 2?
I think y'all's was actual 3 days.
We paid.
No, we paid him.
You were told 2 days.
Okay.
You know,
So this is
sorry,
so it is currently the next day.
All right.
Yeah, about mine too. Squeak Squeak was having custom stuff made. Sorry.
I wrote that down somewhere.
But it's been 3 days. It's been 3 days, so we should be able to pick up kindness.
Yeah,
Well,
it's been 3 days.
Almost 24 hours.
I wouldn't mind stopping by and having a chat to see if it is. Either way, I get to talk to the guy again. He's a nice guy.
I'll go with you again, seeing as what happened last time.
I don't know where I wrote it, but
It's probably 5 hours.
Hey, Boom.
yeah.
When I went to go rest before the night, could I have attuned to one of the rings that I bought?
You got the one ring, and then you've got necklaces.
Oh, right. I want to put the necklace on. One of them.
Did you get those all ID'd?
Nope, none of them ever got ID'd. I'm IDing them with attunement.
I have a story about that with an axe.
So you wanted to just basically pick one. You wanted to pick one and then try to attune to it and figure out its properties.
Yes.
All right, roll a d4. Just because you said you were just going to pick one, so we're just going to pick one of the 3. One of the necklaces. One of the necklaces, then.
Yeah, because I already have the ring attuned because it was the ring of swimming.
It doesn't require attunement as long as
it
you.
doesn't?
No, as long as you have it on, you have a swimming speed of 40.
All right,
Yep.
and then yeah,
3.
just what number 3.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to spend. I mean, you can spend time attuning to it and figuring out its properties all throughout the short rest. When you take time with the necklace and form a magical bond with it, you find that your vision is different. You snuff out your candle, and you can now see in pitch black darkness. You can see all of your room, and you have 60 feet of dark vision. This is a necklace of seeing.
Ah, ooh, thank you.
I need one of those.
So yeah, you can do that, and then if you're gonna do the other ones at a different time, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll do them during when we rest and breaks and stuff like that, just to see what they
Okay.
are.
Cool.
Did Chad ever share his experience with this crazy hermit to Beowulf at all, or? Oh, was that
No.
I told the group what happened.
Oh yeah.
Because well, then Beowulf would be curious to meet this hermit, so he'd go with Chad.
Excellent.
I'll go to Godwin's Goods, the one that we first went to with the assistant shopkeep. Something's good.
Yeah, you guys went to
We went to the
Galvin's.
cheapest. Yeah, Galvin's good.
You guys went to Galvin's. So you can go to Gal. Oh, that's where I wrote that stuff at. You can go to Galvin's if you'd like. Sure.
I've got to go to the docks.
What does Galvin sell?
That's the first place we went where we
The discount stuff.
upgraded weapons.
Should have made it rain in there.
It's a pawn shop. They sell everything.
I think didn't y'all end up buying a bow or something?
I bought a short bow, and I bought something. I got armor for Squeak Squeak and a tutu. And that's where she got the...
Yeah, I think I got the crossbow there. I'm wondering if they sell studded armor or studded leather.
I'm gonna go check. I'm going there now.
I'll go with.
You guys were totally breaking cardinal rule number 1: never split
Splitting
the
up
party.
Yeah.
We're
We're
super
in a
splitting the
city.
party.
It'll be fine.
We're in
Yeah, well,
town. What's the worst that can happen in town, right?
What, our card's gonna show up?
Beowulf must not remember what happened yesterday with Chad.
Nope.
It's like he wasn't there.
Okay.
Did you find the days on my things? Like, just so I don't...
Yeah. I see the days that he told you.
I could drop 10 gold on that.
The studded leather will be 50.
All right, let's do both.
All right. Would you like to pay now and just come back?
You want to pay half of it?
Yeah, I think half would be better.
Will you take half?
Would you take half?
Yes, of course. That will do just fine.
Awesome.
So what you said, 60 altogether? What'd you say?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you can put in for wolf armor and studded leather.
How many? So he said tomorrow for the studded leather and wolf armor whenever we get back.
Wolf armor will take about 2 days. And then your rat armor will be done in about 3 days.
Alright, I think. Can we just make a quick look around in case there's anything we want in the shops?
Yeah, you sure can.
Sure. Do you want me to do a roll or something?
I mean, what are you looking for? There's the various shelves of goods. It's set up pawn shop style.
I don't think I need anything, but well, let me. Do you have any specials right now? Any unique items that we need to get our hands on before anyone else comes and snatches them up?
I mean, I'm always looking to make a sale. So it depends on what you need. I have some wonderful silverware that's secondhand. I have beautiful plates and chalices and goblets. I mean, there's always adventuring gear. You always need extra rope, don't you? I have a couple of cloaks and I have some armor. Unfortunately, not studded leather, but I do have some shields and just anything that you could need.
What's the best goblet you got?
It is this gold goblet, and watch this. And he goes for a second, and it lights up, but then he turns it off.
I got something similar, actually.
Yes, I can see you have something in your backpack that's glowing. Would you be interested in a trade?
Might be interested in a trade. Actually, Anna, what do you think? And I can't see any expression, sorry.
Well, I know that your backpack light has helped us in the past. So is this goblet, is it providing the same amount of light?
How far does this light go where it's dark?
I've not tested it. Why don't you put yours out and we'll compare?
Hold tight to it.
Well, you want to take it outside real quick? Cass and Anna and I will take a look at this one inside.
Sure.
So I'll hand it to her and then we'll go in the back room or wherever it's dark or something.
Okay. I just meant we could just look at them together.
The radiance. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because that's very, very bright. So his is dimmer. It's not as bright, but he has the ability to turn it on and off. And it looks like it would still probably light up the room that you're in, which yours already does. But the one that you have is just like beaming, and you can't look directly at it.
I just feel like it'd be so useful to turn it off in case we were sneaking around, as I do. Oh man, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna hang on to the one I have just in case, but what would it take to get a hold of that one?
This one is only 10 gold!
Only 10 gold?
Only 10 gold!
10 gold it is!
Fantastic! Thank you so much! Also, if you're in the need, and he kind of looks to you, Anna, I also have a very particular silver one that's quite fantastic.
Does it light up too?
It does not, but it sometimes makes water taste like cherries.
Tempting.
I'm not really a fan of cherries, so no thank you.
You're right. You look more like a strawberry girl.
Well, that's all we need for the next few days, but thank you.
All right, we'll always come back to Galvin's goods.
Something good.
Galvin's.
And then we'll head out.
All right. X, you are making your way downtown over to the docks. Doodly doodly doo. You make your way over to the docks, and there, as you kind of get there, there's ships coming in, ships going out. There's goods being put on ships, shipments coming off. It's a very busy place. There's a lot going on.
All right, I'm going to be looking for Anton, which I just know by name, but he would obviously have the signet of my family, so I would be able to recognize that pretty distinctively.
Make an investigation check.
Advantage or no?
No.
Don't need it.
Wow. You are able to find kind of the couple of docks that are for the Pegasus line. You can find a couple of people that haven't heard of Anton, actually, but they kind of direct you into the intake, where there are various people writing down the ledgers and making sure what's coming off the boats is what is coming off the boats. And as you kind of find your way in there, you mentioned Anton and the gentleman. Shh. No need to say the name so loud, son. Let's step over here and talk.
Are you Anton?
I said shh. Yes, I'm Anton.
I know what
Who
you
gave
said.
you? Shush. Who gave you my name?
You should know. I seem to find that you are having a bit of trouble, and that you might be of need of my services.
What kind of trouble?
Well, my father said that you might be having some trouble, and he needed me to come check on you guys. So is there anything you'd like to tell me from the start, so we don't have to make this more frustrating?
There's no trouble. We're getting the shipments into the stores as fast as we can, but so you said Mr. Pegasus is finding out?
Yes, actually, Calder was here in in Parna, and we happened to actually bump into each other, and I'm just curious to know whether my brothers have something to do with this, or what's going on. Why is my father having to drag me back to my family's business when I long ran from it and dared not dabble in it due to issues like this?
If it's about the boots, I don't know anything except that a couple of shipments got dropped in the drink about a week ago, and there was nothing we could do about it, so we just had to make it up on the ledger, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Please tell me more.
Well, whenever we lose something or it goes missing, we just have to make up for it. There's no way to make it right, so we just have to mess with the numbers.
Oh, so you were personally taking coinage from your pocket and covering the cost of those goods that you misplaced?
No, of course not. Why would I do that?
So you're fraudulently altering the ledger and trying to slip it past my father so he doesn't notice. On whose order?
Look. There's no problem with the boots. Everything's going well. And
everything appears to be going well due to manipulating the ledger. But if we audited these, let's say, if we go back for the last year and audited these, what would we find then?
I think things are going to be the same for a very long time.
Under whose orders? Definitely not my father if you were taken aback because you just learned that he was finding out.
Look, okay.
Give me a name.
It's the Shadow Hands. They're taking from the Pegasons, and they've been doing so for some time. But even saying that name, I'll be killed.
I don't know. Tell me more about these hands of shadow?
I can't tell you anything, except that I share the name with one of the leaders. It gets me in a lot of trouble, so I have to lay low.
Interesting. Is there any other common things in common that you share with this leader other than name and knowledge
No,
and
no.
fraudulent activities?
Look, if I don't keep this under wraps, I didn't think anybody was going to find out. No one was supposed to know. They've been running really, really quiet. So I'm just trying to, not lose my head over this.
Does Finn, does Finn or Whit know about this? Or even Bell?
No, they've all been working on the ship itself, but they never work the nights that.
My dear
stealing-
Anton, as I say it a little bit louder,
no,
who works above you?
It doesn't matter because
does matter.
It doesn't, because if you make a ruckus of this, we're gonna all be in trouble. You just
You
need
know
to
what?
let this go.
I have some friends, and I don't think you've ever seen a ruckus until you see us cause a ruckus. We've
Look,
had
do
a
you want
couple
me?
ruckuses of late.
Do you want
and
me to
I'll-
cover the boots? Because right now, I'm in over my head on this, and it wasn't my fault. And I don't think you're understanding right now that it's not our fault.
Our fault? So
Well, I
now
mean-
there's our? Who else?
I mean, me and the other guys, the guys that work on the night shift, the guys come in, we give them the boots, and we just have to make sure everything looks good. There shouldn't
You
have
just
been.
to lie, be fraudulent.
Look, I'm doing what I have to do, and Mr. Pegasus wasn't even supposed to find out.
Well, I don't think you realize how much coinage my father has, wagered over your head, or for your head, shall we say. So, I don't think you could cover the cost of what he's offered.
I'll pay for as many boots as I can. I need to get out of this, and I don't need you prying, really.
Oh, Anton, I'll tell you what. You give me 4,000 gold today and leave the docks and never work for my family again. Hand over the signet that gives you access and privity to many family secrets and be gone.
He looks at you as though he is like intently figuring out how to come up with that amount of money.
As he's buying time, I'm just gonna mouth off to him, saying that if he's had such an ease in, fixing the books, then I'm sure he can fix this issue.
I can go get that amount.
From whom?
I have some money stashed away.
Yeah, I wonder if that money is what you're making off of my family.
Who cares? I'll just give it back.
I care. I may not be in my family's business. I still share the name. That is still part of me. And you have tainted it. You have just wasted my time. I've got important things to do as a guardian, and you are sitting here and just a waste of space.
So do I need to bring you the money? Is there somewhere we can meet?
I think I
don't
just
need
need to
this
grab you by
now.
the ankles and shake you upside down and shake you. What do you have in your pockets?
Well, I mean, I've got, and then he starts to bolt.
Then I'm gonna immediately throw my dagger at him. I don't care to warn him. I'm just going to throw it at him.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
You trip and fall on your dagger.
All right, so you take your dagger and you throw it, and it goes past him and into another guy that's carrying a box, who just immediately goes over and goes, ah! And the Anton just takes off down the pier. And a couple, you get a lot of looks, and you just hear this intense screaming. Ah!
I run over to the guy, retrieve my dagger, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. The wound just seals up, and he's still yelling, "Ah! Guards! Guards, help me! Help me!"
I'm going to flip him 5 gold and tell him to take the rest of the day off. Don't worry about it. Wink and go after Anton.
Okay. So you flip him the 5 gold, and you're like, shh, 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 have a good day, have a good day. And as you do, there are already guards coming. You can't see Anton anymore, and there are guards coming at you from both sides of the pier.
Do I have room to make it away?
So where you're at right now, you've come out of the building. It's because this is kind of like it's like an open kind of warehouse. So it's open to outside. And so you guys kind of were walking and talking. You stopped. He took off, and so there's the building, and then there's the sea, and then there's it's like a long pier with guards on both sides.
Boy, a ring of swimming might be nice. I'm going to see if I can find a place real quick to duck in and quickly disguise myself.
Roll an investigation check. Okay, so what you got is, towards town, you've got the building that you're at right now, and then you've got a building next to it, and the guards are within probably 15 feet of you. So you can go into the building if you want, essentially.
Yeah, into the building that I was with Anton.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip in there and find a shady corner real quick and throw on a costume and put some wax in my mustache real quick and maybe a little bit of makeup to make it look like I might have a weathered appearance, and pick up a box of.
Well, you've got like 6 seconds.
Oh well, then I'm just gonna quickly throw on a wig and lipstick and walk right out.
Okay, well, you can. So from where you're at, you can head into.
Yeah, I'm heading in.
You head in. Are you pulling this from your disguise kit?
Yeah.
Do you have these things on you?
Yeah, my disguise kit has a wig, a makeup, your fun stuff that you'll need for any kind of stage presence.
Okay. So you kind of turn, head in. You put on your wig and things. I mean, you're still kind of standing in the open, and you start to head out. Right away, though, the guards, "You're coming with us!" And they start to close in on you. And one asks, "Are you coming willingly?"
My good men, tarry for a moment. Nothing here has been done. I was simply trying to catch a thief that has been robbing my family. I am on family business. This is my goods.
Weapons are not allowed to be used in the city, sir.
I'm a guardian of Parna. Have you not heard of me? I was just having to go visit Tukarwalo today. If you don't believe me, here's my signet of Revorhu.
Blank stare, couldn't care less.
My good men, you surely aren't paid high enough to worry about such things unless you want to go catch that thief for me.
Trying to bribe me, eh?
No, I'm just pointing out the difference between compensation and amount of work. Obviously, if compensation is not high enough, then why should you worry with such a dutiful amount of work?
Do it. You wait a second, and they're like, it's basically a ring of them and you, and you're trying to talk with this guy. And as you're having this conversation, you feel this pin prick the back of your neck. Make a Constitution save. You feel yourself start to get sleepy, but you're able to stay and not give in, but you feel your legs from under you and the guards start to drag you off. So you're completely conscious, but unable. I mean, they've got you by both arms and they are walking you down the pier.
So my legs are a little weak, eh? Is this like kind of paralyzed, kind of weakening?
I mean, they feel sleepy.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on myself. Cure my paralysis.
What does that look like?
One disease, one condition. Condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Let me see the spell card. I mean, they're dragging you, and they've got both your hands, so you don't really have.
They actually got my hands behind me, so I can't gesture with them.
Yeah, I mean, they're like holding you up, so you got your arms out like this, and they're dragging you, so you can't really do any somatic components right now. After about a minute of you trying to figure out what you can do, you feel sleep coming up your body, and it eventually does hit your hands, and as you're trying to do a spell that fall asleep, and the sleep continues until it hits your face, and you knock out.
Okay.
So that leaves Bearwolf, Zynes, and Chad.
Man, we're gonna have a great time.
And you guys are heading over to the Crazy Wisp.
I'm good.
Okay. So now, Bearwolf, Chad, and Zynes are making their way to the Crazy Wisp. And you guys have been there before, so you can find it easily. You show up, it's a new day. The door is still looking raggedy. Semi-open. You see on the outside, there are some char marks in the dirt, and the house is still standing.
I look at the char marks outside.
It looks as though something was like burnt here.
Beowulf approaches the door and kind of just like knocks on it, but kind of like pushes it open a little bit.
Who is it?
My name's Beowulf. I'm a friend of Chad's.
I don't know a Chad.
He says he knows you.
Well, stay outside until I'm ready.
Okay.
I go up to the door and knock on it.
Okay. Yes, who is it?
It's me, Chad.
Chad, come in. What are you waiting outside for?
It's only polite. And I go in.
Of course. Well, that door has been broken for ages. As you come in, things look some the same, some not the same. You glance to the corner where all of the axes were, and they are no longer there. And so there's a couple of shelves on the table. There's a couple of things on the table, but the pile of axes is gone. The kitchen's still a mess, and the hallway is still where it was, and he's coming back from the back room. Hello, Chad.
It's so nice to see you. Did you have some trouble outside?
Yes, Pesky rats.
Were they? Did you set them on fire?
Oh, I only managed one.
It's the only way to be sure.
They'll be back, and I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Do you have something we can drink?
Tell him to stay outside. Would you like?
Fair. I got this.
Would you like some tea, Chad?
Absolutely. Your tea is wonderful.
Thank you, thank you. He hobbles over, continues to make tea, and you look to what is like the kitchen table, and your teacup is still there from when you set it down yesterday. And so he has a fire going, and he's got some boiling water, and he makes the tea, and he goes to pour it back into the same cup. And so he does so, and he brings it up and back over to you.
I drink.
Okay. It's even worse than yesterday, especially because there's still some in there on the edges.
Beowulf calls in.
I don't let on, and I act like I enjoy the tea.
Beowulf calls in and is like, "Hey, Chad, is it any good?"
It's delightful.
Not from you! Anyways, Chad, what can I do for you today?
I was wondering about the progress on my axe that I brought you. It's been 3 days, and I was just wondering how it's coming.
Well, it's only been 1 day, and things are going great. I have yet to work on it today.
Okay. Just checking. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Beowulf. You haven't met him before. He's the one that's outside. Can I bring him in to meet you?
Does he smell?
I haven't smelled him. Let me go check. And I go outside and I smell him.
He's to you. He smells normal.
I forgot to shower last night.
I go back in
Okay,
and say,
so
"Not
dingy.
terrible."
Has he had tomatoes lately?
I did have.
Possibly.
I had tomatoes last night, but I wouldn't admit to it.
I guess you can bring him in. I'm not big on strangers.
And you know Zaine's from yesterday too. You mind if I bring her in too?
Oh yes, she's wonderful.
Yes, she is. She's wonderful. And I bring her
I
in.
guess keep the blonde one in the back.
Is there a bookshelf near Beowulf?
As you kind of come in, there's a kitchenette to the right. There's kind of a kitchen table. To the left, there's. To the left. To the,
Mark!
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's so awesome.
to the left, there's a table and a bookshelf not near you.
Beowulf kind of like starts slowly walking towards the bookshelf and like, ooh, what is this? And like kind of pointing at it and kind of getting all close.
Stop! Don't touch anything!
But it looks so cool.
I know your kind.
My kind.
Anyways, Chad, I'll be done with your axe in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. I've cleared out my axes after our little trouble yesterday. Is there something else that you need? I promise none of them are cursed, although I don't know exactly what they all do.
How about no? I'm good.
Are you sure? I feel really terrible.
How about some sort of enchanted cloak?
I mostly deal in weapons.
But
I'll see what I've got.
okay.
Can you help me too?
Shh! Don't move! He goes back into his hallway.
I keep an eye on Barrel.
You hear like clattering and like, oh, I'll take it. And then he comes back out carrying a cloak. I did find one.
Barrel runs over. It's like, ooh, let me see.
He's takes kind of like his walking stick that he has, and he what? Stay away!
Grouchy old man.
What does the cloak look like?
It looks black, and it's got just a couple of streaks of red and blue through it. Almost like the material was made that way. It's not like fancy or anything.
Cool. I'll take it.
Make sure to attune to it if you want to use it. It should protect you.
It's not like the axe, though, right? It's not cursed.
I should not be cursed. But
Should
you
not-
borrow-
should not, is not.
Should not be cursed.
Can Beowulf insight him?
Sure,
Can I insight him too?
sure.
Can I just trust him?
Yeah, you can trust him.
18?
Beowulf, just kind of meeting him and his demeanor towards you, you're not really sure how he feels. With an 18, he seems at least this time that he has less of a clue. Well, I guess you did see him last time, but he generally feels like he knows what this is gonna do. So you borrow that, Chad, and when your axe is done, we'll trade.
Trade the cloak for the axe?
Yes, it's a loaner.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Crazy Hermit guy, can you enchant something for me?
What do you think, Chad? He's a bit small, don't you think? Almost like he's got no meat on his bones.
Well, he's taller than me.
He's small and untrustworthy, but he's still my friend.
She's pretty, isn't she?
She's very pretty.
Yes, very pretty. But I don't trust him.
You can trust me. Can I do a persuasion?
What else are you gonna say?
I don't know. Just try to give him like a winning smile, just like a "you can trust me, I promise," and kind of give him like a thumbs up.
Sure, with disadvantage,
Okay.
because he's weary of you. What do you need enchanted, Beowulf?
I got this short sword.
What would you like done with it?
I would need it to be able to hit spectral entities if the occasion ever arises.
What do you think, Chad? I've got a lot on my plate right now.
I think that the axe is the first priority.
I think so too. I'll take your short sword, Beowulf.
Thank you, Crazy Hermit guy.
Hey, he sets it down over on the table. I'll get to it when I get to it.
It's good enough for me. I'll be back to check in regularly.
The sooner we can get this done, the better. And I'll just kind of wink at him.
Yes, I will do it as soon as I can then. For you. Anything else?
No, I think that's good. Zines, are you good?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you didn't go any psycho again.
No, that's it. We'll take our leave of you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You're welcome, Chad. Come by and say, did you see Maleficent?
I wrote this down. Hang on. I looked for Maleficent, but I didn't find her.
Oh, but she's always running away from me. Did you try looking? He's starting to get like frustrated.
Describe her to me, and then I will look for her.
Oh, she looks like me, but she's got blonde hair, and she's about as tall as you, real broad shoulders, and stunning blue eyes.
Got it.
She hangs out at the Wandering You with that boy.
What boy?
I don't know, but he's a little, if you know what I mean. And I just wanted to remember I'm here.
Is it your daughter?
Nobody asked you. Chad, if you could tell Maleficent, the dog. Pipe down. If you could tell Maleficent, hello, and that I'm waiting.
Consider it done.
Thank you.
Beowulf goes in for a high five.
As you touch, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hold on. I did that with disadvantage.
I'll be 23.
Let's take 23. You feel just a slight heat from his hand as and he just kind of winks and starts to hobble away.
Beowulf will remember this.
Bye-bye. Take care for now.
Bye-bye. And I put the cloak on as I walk out.
Okay. Remember,
it's probably not cursed.
You'll need to attune to it.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, you guys leave, and the door
I'll wink again before leaving.
And the door, as you guys leave, the door just kind of flutters in the wind.
I think
So kindness still isn't ready.
It's hard to not have kindness.
I know. You and kindness make such a great team.
I'm really kind of grumpy without him.
Chad, you're such a nicer person without kindness.
Shut up, you.
I feel less intimidated.
Then I pull out these other two and show him that I still have 2 axes.
So Anna and Chitter, after you're going to the goods shop, where were you guys heading?
Do you need to go anywhere else?
No, I'm good.
Well, let's go get lunch. We'll go back to the temple. Nothing better to do.
And we should try to find that bar.
Yes, we should.
I miss that smelly bard.
No, not the bard.
Oh.
The bar.
He might be there.
Okay.
The bar that I know the name of that I don't remember the name of.
The Wandering You.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the one where we're supposed to go see Maleficent.
Okay, yeah, you guys can look for the Wandering You.
Do I know where it is? I'm from.
Yeah, you've heard of it. It's not close to where you're at, but you can make your way.
Is it like near the docks?
It's in that general direction.
Okay, we'll head that way, I think.
Okay. So you guys can make your way to the Wandering Ewe, and as you get there, I mean, it's still, late morning. So you kind of head in, and there's maybe only one or two patrons, and there's, a barmaid that's kind of cleaning glasses and just kind of getting ready for the day.
I ask her if Melinda Deficit is here.
No, but if you do see her, please tell her that her tab is way too high.
How high is it? Out of curiosity.
Are you looking to pay it?
Mayhaps.
She was in here last night, bought drinks for everybody, ended up running a tab over 70 gold.
That's it?
Beowulf, pay the man. Pay the.
She looks at you. That's a lot of money.
No, it's not.
Beowulf,
Perhaps
pay
you'd
the-
like to make a donation, then, humble sir.
Maybe if you can help us find her, then I'll consider it.
Are you friends of hers?
Yes.
Then maybe you should pay the tab. And why don't you know where she is?
She went missing last night, and we're just trying to find her because, like you said, we were supposed to come meet her here. And then we had some stuff happen. We weren't able to make it. And so we're just trying to find her because we have to give her a message.
Roll a deception check.
This is not going to go good, you guys.
Not with that attitude.
That's a 5.
Well, if you're her friends, how did you lose her? She was here until very late tonight, and...
No. You I misspoke. It wasn't that we lost her. It's that we were supposed to meet her here, and we had something that came up that prevented us from coming here.
Well, she might show up. She'll usually be here in the mid-afternoon. But I'm not letting her drink until she pays the tab.
I absolutely agree with you on that.
Mind if we just hang about until she shows up?
You're free to do as you'd like, but you had talked about paying.
I considered it, but I will wait until after we see her.
We've never met you before. We don't know if... I mean, we want to hear what she says she owes you before we pay that amount. It's only wise. You must agree.
Well, we keep very good ledgers here at the Wandering Ewe, and those that run up quite the tab, we know who they are. This is the third time she's done this,
And she always pays, right?
after a bit of tracking her down and getting it out of that man she's always with,
Yeah, so it's only been one night. It's not like it's been a week, so, don't get too...
I'm not sure we look at money the same way, but where I come from, here, you pay when you need to pay, and if you run up a tab, you pay the tab. And 70 gold is a large tab.
Seems so little.
Just
Then, as
reach
I
up
said-
and put my hand over Beowulf's mouth and just start dragging him towards the door.
Perhaps there'll be a cover charge when you come back then. If you can spare it.
I just go with Zion. He's at this point not saying anything.
So are you guys exiting, or you're trying to just
Yeah,
walk
I'm just
away?
gonna go right outside the door of the tavern.
Okay.
I'll go out. Are there chairs out front?
Yeah, there's a couple, like stool or two.
You can attune to your cloak while you wait, right?
I sit there and ponder my cloak.
Okay.
Yeah, while we wait, I'd like to do another necklace as well.
Okay. So you guys are just kind of waiting and watching for people entering?
I'll flip like 2 gold to Beowulf and tell him to go get us something to eat. And tell him that we'll keep an eye out for Maleficent.
Man, Beowulf really wanted to take a nap, but food does sound good at this time.
All right. So Beowulf, you're going to look for food?
Yeah, I'll look for food.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can spend a short rest attuning to your things. So you've got a cloak of protection, Chad. So you, not that you need it, get a +1 to your AC. And
What do you mean you always need a +1 to your AC? You need as many pluses to your AC as you can get.
I don't know about that. And then are you doing both necklaces or are you just doing one right now?
Well, if I've got time to do both, I'll do both, but if not, then I'll just do one.
I mean, they'll eat. I mean, depends on how long you wait, I guess. So, you focus on another one of your necklaces, and as you're, putting it on and trying to figure out quite, what it does, you're able to figure out it's a necklace of intelligence. So it's a +2 to the wearer's intelligence score.
Sweet.
Where are you looking for food, Beowulf?
I like kind of just like we're in a market area, right? Or
no, you're on like a thoroughfare.
so like are there still like many shops around and stuff? Like can I?
Yeah, there's shops and houses and.
Or am I able to see if there's any restaurants just like restaurants close by?
Make an investigation. There's a bar across the street, but it doesn't seem to be open yet. You walk down the street a little more, and I mean, you can find kind of like a food cart.
Yeah, I'll go up to the food cart and try to get something quick and easy.
Yeah, I mean, it takes all of your 2 gold, but you're able to find food for the 3 of you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring it back to them.
So, yeah, so you come back and you start to eat, and Chad and Zines are just kind of in meditation, focusing and doing what they appear to be, working with magical items. And you guys kind of wait, and the short rest gets over. It gets into the afternoon, and patrons are starting to fill in.
As patrons are going to start coming in, I'm just going to keep an eye out for the description of Maleficent.
Okay, make a perception check.
21?
Yeah, after a couple of people file in, she starts to kind of come down, and she's got a man on her shoulder, and they've got like a group of friends, and they come, and they're laughing and just sounding obnoxious, and they file into the bar.
But before she can go in, I want to be like, Maleficent?
I haven't heard that name in a long time. What?
Well, me and my friend here, friends,
Hi.
Yes?
we were sent here with a message, and I'll let my friend tell you what it is, and I'll point to Chad.
It's from the Crazy Wisp, and he says, hello, and he's waiting.
She lets out a sigh. I told him I wasn't going back to him. Ever. Ever again.
What is your relations with him?
If you've talked to him, I'm sure you know that he's my father, and he doesn't approve of my lifestyle choices.
Well, if your tab has anything to do with it, then I don't blame him.
What business is that of yours?
I mean, the lady in there is trying to yell at me to pay your tab, so I mean that's a little bit of my business.
Yeah, we're not in the business of giving coin that is for us to somebody else.
Well, as soon as Beowulf kind of says that, her tune kind of changes. What would it take?
You go see your father.
She kind of looks, and you now notice the man who's standing next to her. And he's tall, a little husky. He's got some facial hair. He kind of looks. Meh.
Does he have any problem with her seeing her dad at all, or any problem with us talking to her?
I mean, he's just kind of standing there waiting to go in. I mean, I'll go if you'll pay my tab. I mean, that changes things.
Will you go right now, or?
Sure. Let's get this over with.
Okay. So we'll go see your dad, and then I'll pay your tab afterwards.
All right. Does that sound good to you? The friends have kind of shuffled in at this point, but they'll go with you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So you guys make your way back up to the Crazy Wisp. It's been a few hours, and as you guys kind of approach, the door is open, and you can kind of peer in, and he seems to be working at the table.
I'll let Chad say something first, seeing as I'm not well received.
I knock on the door.
Yes, who is it?
It's Chad and Maleficent.
Maleficent? Come in, yes, do come in. He kind of gets up from his chair and hobbles over.
And Beowulf.
Stay out!
And Zinies.
Oh yes, come on in.
It's cold out here.
The sun is... It's summer!
It's summer.
If you want to be useful, get rid of the rats!
Beowulf ain't about that.
So as you guys walk in, he's just got this joyous look on his face, and so Maleficent behind you, and her man kind of stops at the door. He doesn't go in, but she kind of shuffles in after you. Hello. Ah, you found her, Chad. I always knew you were a good one. If you would give us a few moments.
I step outside.
I kind of like, on my way out the door, I kind of like shoulder push past the boyfriend or whatever, or man friend. To like shoulder him as I go out.
Yeah, and he just kind of takes it and just slumps against the shack, just not having a good day. He's just zoned out.
Without looking like it, I'm going to try and listen to everything that goes on inside.
Okay, roll a stealth check. So as you guys, the door does swing kind of shut, but you can stand, right next to it, and you can get the gist of the conversation. Basically, just relations don't sound good, and she is left, just not wanting to do good things with her life, and he misses her, he cares for her, and he just wishes that she would visit more often, because he is getting old, and he does realize that his condition is not good. And so this kind of goes on, and then you hear laughter, which sounds odd, and a few minutes pass, and then the door swings open, and Maleficent, well, it's done.
I peek inside the door to make sure he's okay.
He looks as though he's kind of gone back to his work.
Before we leave, I'll be like, remember, 2 days.
Ha! Yes, 2 days.
It was good seeing you again, old man.
He doesn't even respond.
I'll punch Beowulf lightly in the arm and be like, would you quit antagonizing everyone?
And after that, Beowulf kind of just doesn't say anything to Maleficent and just kind of like starts walking back to Satine's place.
Okay. Well, as you start to walk off, well, aren't you going to pay my tab?
Did you get that in writing?
She kind of turns to you two as like, what is his deal?
Beowulf, give her 70 gold. Now.
Beowulf's gonna continue to be stubborn.
At this point, the boyfriend is gonna start. Oi!
I got this. Beowulf, give her 70 gold now.
Beowulf's not budging, and he's gonna stay true to his demeanor.
I pull my 2 hand axes out and say it again.
The boyfriend readies his fists.
Beowulf starts charging a Eldritch Blast in his hand.
I'll step in front of the boyfriend and be like, Bear, a deal's a deal.
Beowulf agrees to half.
That wasn't the agreement.
But you see, not really feeling the whole 70 gold thing, but I'll be willing to give you half just out of you coming here.
I'll turn to her and be like, that's about the best you're gonna get out of him.
Well, we agreed with all of you.
I didn't make an agreement with you.
Fine.
I shake Beowulf till he stops jingling.
I'm a little bigger than you, Chad.
But you're
He's a bit
scrawny
stronger
like a
than you.
Say what?
You're kind of scrawny like a warlock, though.
All right, make opposing athletics checks.
Yes.
So Chad comes over and starts to just grip you, and you just shrug him off, still keeping the Eldritch Blast in your hand.
I try to intimidate Chad with my Eldritch Blast.
You hold it right next to his face. Doesn't do much. He's not scared of your magic.
Guys, stop fighting. This is not what we're here to accomplish.
Just pay the woman.
Beowulf takes out 35 gold and tosses it to her.
The boyfriend starts to burl up to you. The rest.
You'll get nothing more.
Shall we handle this the old-fashioned way then?
What is the old-fashioned way to you?
Is it playing Go Fish?
How about, you know what? How about this? I'll play a little game with you. I have a set of dice here, and if any number other than a 6 pops up, I will give you the rest of the gold.
Let's make it interesting. If a 6 pops up, you double it.
Actually, I meant that the other way around. If a 6 pops up, I don't pay.
Right. If 6 pops up, you don't pay. 1 through 5, you do. And he's saying 1 through 5, you pay 35, or no, you pay 70 on the 6.
So he's trying to say either way, I'm paying.
That's what he said.
See, if a 5 and 6 chance of only paying 35. It's too bad that dice only has 6s on it.
See, I'm setting the terms here, seeing as you want money from me, and that's how it's going to go. If you want the rest of the money, we'll play it my way.
Fine. 1 through 5, you pay. 6, you don't.
All right. Beowulf takes out the dice and starts to roll it. But as a side note, the die are weighted.
Okay.
And they're weighted for a 6.
Roll a sleight of hand check. And now roll a d6. Yeah, so you roll the dice, and it goes, tilts on 5, and then on the 6. You got lucky, little man.
I hope you guys have a great day.
Come on, Malib. They pick up the gold. Each shoulder checks you on the way out.
Beryl just waves kind of mockingly, but also just like how he kind of won one over on them without them knowing.
Yeah, they take off.
And Beryl just starts to walk ahead now.
Oh, we should probably go find everybody else.
Okay. I agree.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the temple. Anna and Chitter, have you guys been doing anything in this time? Because it's kind of late afternoon now.
Journaling for me.
We had a nice lunch. I had some wine.
Nice. Okay. So you guys are just kind of chilling, relaxing, and Chad, Beowulf, and Zines come through the door.
Hi, guys.
I pull the on and off flashlight chalice and throw it to Beowulf.
Beowulf catches it, and he's excited because he's gained another chalice.
It's not just any chalice. This one is a special chalice.
What do you mean by special?
Well, I don't know how, but the shot maker made it turn on and off, just like my chalice, but not quite as cool.
Technically, that was my chalice to begin with. I was nice and gave it to you, but I
was nice to give you this one.
I appreciate the gesture. Is there a way for me to inspect the chalice to figure out how to turn it on and off?
You can hold it and focus for a bit, and you're able to turn it on and off.
All right, well, I'll add that to my backpack.
Okay. You guys find it. Yeah, go ahead.
I just be like, has anyone seen Zan?
Not since we got back. We've been here almost all day. It's news to me.
Well, if it's family, then perhaps we shouldn't butt in.
He'll come back tonight.
Anything you guys want to accomplish over the evening then?
I'll attune to the last necklace.
Okay.
Beowulf will meditate in his room and offer up one of the goblets he's gained to his Patreon, just to like further his connection with her.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of have a ritual, not direct talk per se, but
Yeah.
you're able to, set the offering and kind of just keep like kind of making a shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you focus and not necessarily attune, but try to figure out the final necklace, you do figure out that it is a necklace of stone that requires attunement and allows the wearer to use an action to become completely stone. The target must spend a minute of concentration to return back to their form, and it has 1 charge per long rest.
Okay. I'll just, I won't attune to it at the moment, but I will just keep it in my backpack.
Okay. And then are you wearing the necklace of intelligence, or you just have it?
I'm wearing both the necklace of singing and the necklace of intelligence.
Okay. Cool. So you guys' night comes to pass. Probably don't need any hit points or anything back, because I don't think anybody took damage that day. Well, none of you did. And then you wake up in the morning. You find yourselves at breakfast with no Zan Falcon.
Beowulf kind of is like his mouth like stuffed. It like kind of looks at Chitter and just asks where Zan's at.
I haven't seen him yet.
Beowulf kind of looks at Chad as well and asks the same.
Haven't seen him.
Looks at Zinies and Enna and asks if they have.
I got an idea. If he's still in his room, I got an idea to get him out. And what I'll do is I'll grab one of the bottles of like breakfast wine, and then I'm gonna go up to Zan's door and be like, I got something for you to taste.
No answer.
I'm totally gonna lie here, but I'll be like, it's a potion. Zan.
No answer.
And then I'll just go back down to the cafeteria.
Okay. Yeah, there's no stirring, nothing you could hear from behind the door.
He's out cold, because he didn't even want to quaff this. Like I offered him the entire thing.
Did you try the door?
Yeah, let's go in.
I mean,
Check
I
it
didn't
out.
try to open it. I mean,
Just in case. Maybe something's wrong. Maybe he's sick or something. Let's go check it out. Got those herbs.
I charge the door.
how long have you been waiting to say that, Liv?
I've said it.
It was
several
unlocked,
times,
but-
there were it wasn't appropriate to do at the time. This time, I charge the door.
Make a strength check. So you come up to the door, and it starts to give way, and then you find that it's unlocked, and you open it.
Can I lock it, close it, and then try to charge it again?
Sure. So you lock it, shut it, back up, make another strength check. Boom! Straight through it, splinters everywhere. There's still pieces on the hinges, and you are in his room.
I picked the lock, guys.
Beowulf's just like, I'm not paying for that.
As you enter, you see the bed is made. There are a few things in on the desk and such, but doesn't appear that X is here, or that he was possibly here last night.
He hasn't put an X over today on the calendar.
It appears as though like things are just like set. Yeah, there's no like the chairs pushed in, like someone left for the morning and never came back or something.
So does anybody remember exactly where he was going yesterday?
To the docks on family business. We could probably ask around town. They know him. They were chanting his name. The whole town loves that guy. Sand.
Well, let's
We should probably go look for him then. But maybe we can have Chill get his scent.
Oh, Chill has his scent.
We're Tiger's Eyemies.
We'll let Chill do it. So I'll kind of like scratch Chill behind the ear.
All right, make a perception check for Chill. Yeah. So you guys watch as Chill just kind of sniffs down the bed and starts sniffing, and looks like he's got a scent. And he kind of starts to follow it out the door, and he's taken off.
I'll start running after him.
Yep. So the way that Zan Falcon went yesterday is the way he's following. So he's going through town and he's heading west towards the docks. He's taking the main thoroughfares. He stops for a while and then keeps going, finding his way until.
Sorry, quick question. Does Beowulf know? Did Beowulf hear the conversation with his dad when he mentioned the name of Andre?
No. He was busy doing stuff with the lootist.
All right,
and the people's pockets.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
So, yeah, you guys make your way to the docks, and I mean it's early morning, but ships are coming in, and it looks like shipments are being ready to be sent out. And you guys show up on this warehouse where just a few people are waking up, and they look to be getting shipments ready for the morning.
Beowulf goes up to the nearest guy and says, "Have you seen a bard around here, Zan Falcon, by any chance?"
Who's asking?
A concerned friend.
I mean, there was some crazy guy around here yesterday.
Would 20 copper be enough to allow you to remember?
I mean, 40 would.
35.
Do you... He kind of turns to the rest of you. What is... He's just giving you this look like he's very confused.
Maybe a little bit of a whole gold or fresh memory of a gold. And a little bit more.
Oh. He kind of just holds his hand out, waiting.
Yeah, I kind of motion for someone to stand behind him, and I place the gold in his palm.
Beowulf will give 1 gold.
Oh, I was gonna, but...
Oh, I thought you said...
No, I was saying, I was motioning for someone else to stand behind him so he doesn't run away, and I will place the gold in his palm myself.
Oh, okay, then Beowulf will stand behind him.
All right. So when he sees the gold piece, I mean, guards took him off real quick, stabbed a guy in the leg.
Eat what?
I mean, looked like he was talking to one of our employees and took off and threw a dagger at him and hit some guy in the leg.
What was the name of this employee?
I don't remember.
You
New
sure?
kid.
Can I insight to see if he's lying or not?
Sure. He seems, perplexed that you guys are kind of asking, and he's just trying to give you what he can.
Okay, listen, buddy. We're with management, and I think if you care about your job at all, you will let us in on a little bit of information about who this was. Maybe you'll get a performance raise or something in your future.
The guards took him off. I didn't see anything else from that. I was on the boat.
You don't know who he's talking to.
I don't know.
Which way did they go?
I mean, they took him off that way.
Is there someone else who might know more?
You could talk to the boss when he gets here.
Is Chill picking up his scent from when he was dragged away by the guards at all?
Chill's getting a lot of different scents right now because there's some foods and dry meats and there's tons of smells down here. So it seems like he might still have a path. So you can follow him if you want, but he's kind of waiting for Inna's guide.
I say we follow.
All right, let's do it, Jill.
All right, we'll follow the wolf. And by the way, I lied. We're not with management.
He kind of goes off on his own business as you guys pull away and start to follow Chill. Go ahead and make another perception check. So Chill is starting to take you guys along the docks, and you guys go for about 20-30 minutes, and he seems to have stuff, and you guys just end up at a far part of the docks where there's lots of fish being transported.
You think Chill's maybe hungry?
It would appear so. Does anybody have anything that Zan has held or touched before?
He once identified this amulet I'm wearing. Do you think Chill would be able to pick up his scent?
If you've been wearing it since then, probably not.
Yeah.
I have a potion in my backpack that he identified. I put it in my backpack. I haven't touched it since.
All right, let's try it.
See that Chill kind of smell it, and the scent doesn't seem to be quite strong enough. He smells it and kind of identifies it's the same scent, but doesn't really have anything to go off of. Chill seems really distracted with the fish in the area.
Yeah, I think he's lost the scent now, guys.
Well, guards took him. Where would guards take him?
Well, if
The
he's
guy told us which direction they were going, right? He pointed a direction. Let's just head that way.
And you've gone and you went in the same direction, following Chill's smell, but you've gone far down to another far part of the docks.
Well, if he stabbed somebody, you think they would have just hauled him off to like a holding cell or a jail cell or something nearby?
Maybe we should ask one of the guards where their headquarters is.
Do you want me to
But
ask?
No, not Chad.
Chad, just keep the cloak over your head.
This is not the dwarf you were looking for.
Wait, if Chad was a guard in the city, he should know where the holding cells are, right?
So,
Well,
Chad, where would
was-
you have taken him to?
I was a tower guard. It's politics. I don't know.
you don't
You
know where
can
your
you
buildings
can
are?
roll an intelligence check, Chad. Yeah, this far south and west, you have no idea.
So I think we should probably look for guards then, and have Chad not be near.
I'll hang
We
towards
could-
the center of the crowd of people I'm with.
I'll take the lead, I guess.
Okay. So where are you heading? You're looking for a guard, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find the nearest guard.
Okay. Down here on the docks, there's a few. They seem to be doing kind of patrols through.
Excuse me.
There's about 3 or 4 of them walking through, and they kind of stop. Yes.
Hi. So a friend of mine got in some trouble, and I was trying to figure out where I could go find where y'all might have taken him.
Where'd they find
if-
him?
Somewhere around here. I
Hmm.
wasn't here when he got taken. I'm just going off word of mouth. You know how things can get distorted sometimes, so I'm not really sure.
Yes, you're going to want to head up that way, and
That way?
yes, up north. Head
Oh,
up.
that
Head
way.
up. Just
That way.
yes. Head up this street, and you're probably looking. Find one of the watchtowers.
Watchtower. And who should I ask to speak to?
Depends on who took him, but perhaps I talk with the head captain.
And what is his name?
Depends on which watchtower you end up at.
Right.
Barrelfast, or kind of just like whispers this on you. Maybe if we're more specific about the situation and what, like trying to say like how Zam Falcon stabbed somebody on the docks, maybe that could refresh his memory to the more specific arrest to where this guy could have been, or where he could have been taken, seeing as it happened just yesterday. Maybe one of the other 3 will remember as well of just some guy stabbing somebody at the docks.
I'll reply in Dwarvish so that, because you speak Dwarvish, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, just kidding. I don't reply in Dwarvish. I was kind of whisper back. We don't want them to know that we could be related to this guy. I mean, it could get us in trouble. You don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll let you continue to speak then.
Okay. Where's the nearest tower?
If he was taken near here, the nearest one's just up the street there and to the right. And you can see above the buildings there is just a little like peeking out now that you kind of look up that way.
And who's the captain? Who's the guard captain of that tower?
Who is the and they kind of all right. That would be Captain Thomas.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Hey, that's a 12.
I mean, like, seems like he didn't remember. So, and they're helping him. So, yeah. That's what the other guys whispered was Captain Thomas. So they're trying to give him like he still knew. So yeah, that's what he knows.
Do I recognize the name?
Roll an intelligence check. I mean, you've probably heard the name, but there's lots of captains. So they all kind of watch over the different parts of the city to make sure that everybody is kept an eye on. But just like in passing, probably nothing out of the ordinary.
Very well.
Well, maybe we should go check that tower out then.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Be well.
And I'll just kind of like turn on my heel and then start heading north in the direction he said.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely make it up that way. You guys head up, and you can find the watchtower, and there are guards standing on either side of the door.
I'm going to hang back out of sight, but keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I'll
I was gonna say, knowing that Beowulf's mouth normally gets everybody in trouble, so he's just kind of stay quiet at this point.
I'm gonna like hook my arm through Beowulf's and like drag him up to the front with me and be like, "Hi, me and my friend here. We're trying to bail out one of our friends who may have gotten in some trouble, and we'd like to talk to Guard Captain Thomas."
Enter.
Thank you.
So you guys are you all going in, or just two of you?
Chad, do you want to hang back outside? And safer?
I am hanging outside, and I'm paying attention, so if I hear anything, I'm at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah, gypsies don't do well in stone walls. I'll stay outside.
You guys head in, and you see a couple of guards that, as you walk in, they weren't expecting you, and so they kind of get themselves kind of right. And can we help you?
Yes, we are looking for Guard Captain Thomas.
And there's one at the back, and he kind of, yes, I am Guard Captain Thomas.
Hi, I'm looking for a friend of mine. His name is Zan Falcon.
That name doesn't.
He may have gotten in some trouble, so we're just kind of looking for him to make sure he's okay.
What happened?
See, all I have to go off of is like word of mouth. You know how unreliable that can be sometimes. But something about a tussle on the docks.
Yeah, that guy. They took him. He's not inside of a watchtower.
They took him where?
Oh, they took him to the prison. He's awaiting trial.
Oh, what actually happened?
From what I heard, down on the docks, he stabbed a guy, and as you know, no weapon use in the city. Adventurers can have the weapons, but shouldn't be using them. Well, he threw a dagger at a guy, and so the guards took him, probably spent the night in the watchtower, but they've moved him to the prison because, well, there's really no need for violence in this city.
Where's the prison?
Prison should be in the center of the city under the gold watchtowers, the giant ones.
Yes, we know where those are. All right. Well, I guess we thank you for your help.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then I'll walk outside, turn around and walk outside.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good news and bad news. Good news is we know where he is. Bad news is it's not here, and he's in prison.
Well, at least he's not dead.
We could probably have Wallow.
Tokar Wallow.
Yeah, Tokar Wallow. Help get him out.
Immunity.
Seeing as he kind of does need Zan to represent Parna.
That would look really bad though when he goes to represent.
They don't know about the affairs of what's happening in Parna.
Maybe he can do it to where it's under wraps. It's pretty hush hush, so maybe he can pull some strings.
Yeah, just slip him some, or Wallow could just slip him some money and nobody say anything.
Nobody seems to know anything about the guards of Parna or Guardians of Parna. Are we just? Is this like a whole big joke that they're playing on us?
We have a badge.
Well, they also said that it's been, what, 500 years since they had... I mean, that's 5 generations worth since anyone's been around. I mean, it could have been just lost, forgotten, not something that comes up often.
We'll show them.
All right, let's go see if Tokar Wallow could help us out. Because I don't think even Beowulf has enough money to pay that kind of fine.
I think Chitter has more than Beowulf.
You'll see. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hold on, how much is my fine?
I don't think we know yet how much your bail is. Because you haven't had a trial yet. And bail is only to get out of jail, not prison. So.
Well, let's go see Tokar Wallow then.
Oh, my fine.
Are you cut out, dude?
You went
Yeah.
muted.
No, it's because I was turned up the...
Yeah, you completely cut out again.
Dang, prison microphone. Let's go see him.
All right. So you guys head up back to the Tower District. Hello.
Can I make a
As
can you move all the icons a little lower on the map?
sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as you guys head back towards the Tower District, you go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't know why that rolled 3 times. I don't know what's up with my character sheet, but that's a 10.
Okay.
Do you have like multiple tabs open, maybe? Like at the same.
Nope.
So as you
Roll
guys
20 just hates me.
start to enter the Tower District, Chad, you notice the guards that are near the entrance do seem on high alert. And as you guys start to pass the establishment you were at the other day, there are 2 men posted outside, almost as bouncers. You guys continue. You get going, and you do see several guards that are looking, look like they're searching.
I also perceive growling behind you.
Yes.
They've sent out the scent hounds.
Well, you guys are able to kind of go around them and make it to the Gold Tower.
I'll immediately go up to that window where we first saw
Ritz crackers.
Respite.
Yeah. Respite is there.
We need to see Tokar Wallow.
All right. He's very busy today.
Tell him it's the Guardians.
Yeah. And it's important.
Most of the Guardians.
All right. He disappears for about 20 minutes while you guys just kind of wait, and then he comes back. Tokar Wallow isn't here today.
How? He said he never leaves the tower.
I don't know what to tell you, but he's not in his chamber.
Well, maybe we could come inside
And accomplish what?
and make sure you checked everywhere.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
That would see if he's telling us the truth. 24.
Seems as though he's trying to just get you guys out of the way.
I'm gonna kind of step up to him. Look, we need to see Tokar Wallow now. And if I have to come through there and tell him that you are not letting us see him, I will be very upset.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, God. It was a 19, natural 19, so natural 20.
With a -1. All right. He's busy today. He has meetings.
I don't care.
All right, you can come in.
It's guardian business.
Yes, guard. Okay, all right.
Just move.
So he disappears from the window, and the doors open. You guys, in similar fashion, enter. And when you get to the top of the elevator, he tells you to wait in the chairs, and you wait a good 25 minutes. But you do see that when Respite comes out and starts to call you out of Tokar Wallow's chambers, exit 3. They appear to be dragonborn, looking, one red, one blue, and one green, that with scales, and they kind of walk out and they pass you guys as you enter to Wallow's chambers.
Are dragonborn common in Parna?
I mean, there's a few, but they're not the majority.
It's probably like a kinku.
Do they look like they're dignitaries or ambassadors or?
Make a perception check.
Barrel's like a kid in the candy shop and kind of just like
23.
Whoa.
They appear to be from somewhere else, and looking at their dress, probably at least outside of Parna.
Okay, I'll just kind of step aside so that way they can just walk past.
Okay. Yeah, and so they pass you guys and continue down the hallway. Respite, he doesn't have a lot of time today, but he said he can make it work.
Well, we're glad we could squeeze into his schedule.
Right. And so you're ushered in, and at this time, Tokar Wallow is not behind his desk. He is at one of his pillars, and you notice where the chalice was, there is now what seems to be a marble-looking statue. Interesting how things disappear, isn't it?
It is. As you can notice, one of our friends has disappeared.
He kind of looks up. Ah, yes, guardians, future guardians. Where is your friend?
You see, that's why we're here.
He's down below.
What do you mean?
Kind of got into some trouble, and we need your help to get him out of trouble.
Well, I do want to be good friends with the Guardians. However, I don't have much jurisdiction over the prison, if that's what you're saying.
Well, he's not in prison yet, but he is awaiting trials. Figured you could
Maybe
get him out of, grease some palms or something to get him out of trouble, to kind of make it hush-hush.
I do understand where you think that would be my strong suit. However, I have no jurisdiction over the guards or any of the military. Tokar Resfusa, of one of the other Tokars, would be the best to talk to. He's not quite like me. He's not the charmer, but he's the one that would be able to get your friend out.
Would he?
So would you
recognize
talk to him for us?
Yeah, or would he recognize our status as guardian, future guardians?
I do not think that he would be necessarily adept in knowing traditions of Parna, but I could speak with him later today.
In the meantime, do you think there'd be a chance of us being able to see Zan Falcon while you speak to him?
Like I said, I don't hold any power over the prison or anything of that nature, and until I speak to Rasfusa to grease some palms, I could do nothing.
What are you so busy with beforehand? Why can't we go now?
Well, I can talk to him, but I do have a few more meetings today first. So if you can come tomorrow first thing in the morning, then I can discuss everything that I discussed with Rasfusa.
Maybe we could do that. Did he say when his trial was? That it was supposed to be today?
Cat and Thomas didn't say.
Maybe we could visit him today and then wait till tomorrow to get him out.
Yeah, we should try and see him today and then try to get him out tomorrow morning.
Could you possibly point us to the jail?
Well, there is the keep here in the Tower District, and I believe the prison below that.
Cool. Can you show us? Do you have a map of town?
Not one that I could give away, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, if you could show us the way to the keep in general, that'd be fantastic.
He takes you over to the window, which looks straight out over the Tower District and over Parna. And you can see the keep is to the left, near the right tower.
And the right tower is also where the Tokar of Diplomacy is, or the other one he was speaking of?
That should be Rasfusa's tower.
Well, thank you for your time, Tokarwala. I think that's all we need, right, guys?
Of course. And if you need me further, just try to let me know. I am busy man.
It was great seeing you again.
Yeah, by the way, I don't appreciate your assistant lying to us.
Oh, Respite? He's a bit of a fixer-upper, but he does his job well.
Mm-hmm. I'd watch him. Who knows how many other important meetings you could have had, or important guests that needed to see you that he didn't let come through.
I don't know. I'd watch him. Maybe he has sticky fingers.
No, Respite would never betray me.
Oh, okay. Like the missing statue or chalice thing there.
You know, now that you do bring it up, Bird, I did find it odd that things were missing after you showed up yesterday.
Yes. After Respite showed us in.
Wouldn't that be odd? You wouldn't know anything about a platinum chalice, would you? Because I'm sure that we can find you a place with your friend and reunite you quite quickly.
How dare you? I am a future guardian. I have a pin. Satine trusts me, and you could check my bag, and you could check any place you want, mister. I got a gold chalice.
I think
It's kind of a big deal.
If you're willing, I think we will check you, just for honesty's sake.
Do it. You won't.
All right.
Well, while you check Chitter, Beryl really has to use the bathroom, so he just goes and finds the bathroom.
Oh, this won't take a moment. Guards! And from the back, these guards come in. There are 6 of them. And each one comes up to you and is going to pat you down and look through your stuff. And
I know exactly how much is in there, mister.
as they do that, Bearwolf, they rummage through your pack and find the platinum chalice that you took. Right here, Tokar Wallow. Here it is. Ah, I thought it was you. I was going to let it pass. However, since the bird brought it up, I want to on honesty, honest terms, and stealing from a Tokar is quite an offense. So if you can give it back and take nothing else, we can look over this.
Well, how did that get in there?
Beryl just glares at Chitter.
How did it get? It must have fallen in there. Or Raspeed.
Sorry for taking your chalice. It won't happen again.
You're lucky that I don't fine you.
It's okay.
Thank you, guards. That will be all. And guardians, I think you should be making your way to Stillwater.
We can't without our friend.
Then quickly you must go.
Lost my platinum chalice.
We have a meeting. We're kind of busy.
And if there's nothing else, please let Raspeed show you out.
Show ourselves out.
Very well. And the guards make like a semicircle and start to usher you out.
As I walk out and I see Raspeed, I'm like, Raspeed, can't believe you put that chalice in my bag, like loud enough so the Tokar can hear.
Raspeed doesn't really do anything, and the guards continue to just usher you out, and then move it. And you guys are kind of ushered all the way to the bottom of the tower. And that's where we will cut it then for this evening. You're making your way out.
Did you roll a character specifically just to piss off everyone?